Apparently, YouTube hates me. My first day back, and YouTube hates me. It decided to cut me off. I don't know what just happened. Oh, there was 20 of you all on, and you're all hanging out and having fun. I can't believe that happened. I'm so sorry. YouTube, why? Why YouTube? Oh gosh, we're all back. We're getting there. We're gonna let YouTube do its thing. We're gonna let it send it out. Well, that was interesting. I'm not sure what happened there. So we're going to give YouTube a few seconds to let everybody know that I'm back on, because I know it takes some time for them to figure it out. And they cut me off. Why? I was just talking. Okay. So I was talking about subscribers and views and how that all comes into play. And you know what? This year is going to be great for that. I feel like if you have a fresh start, a fresh new year, you're just able to go all in with it. So yeah, it's just one of those things where you need to get into and do the thing. So when it comes to retention, we'll talk about retention. You just need to like get into it. Is it working? I see people popping on and off, but it doesn't seem to be like showing anything. Okay, so there's two people on. Oh, hey. Oh my goodness. Hey, how's it going? Everybody's popping back on. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Like I was saying, YouTube just decided to cut me off. It does this every now and again with my connection, so I'm not sure what the heck goes on with them. There was 20 people on. I was so pumped to get to talk to you all. Hopefully it sends them out to those people again. So frustrating. Sometimes my connection just cuts out. It's not laggy. Woo. Okay, good. I'm so sorry about that. I apologize. The connection was bad, I think. And then YouTube just decided, we're done. Can't get the connection here anymore. So yes, it's okay. This happens every once in a while to me on my connection. So we're good. We're back. So as I was saying, when it comes to retention, you just need to find little key points to keep them watching each time. So when you look at Laura DIY, when you look at Casey Neistat, when you look at Peter McKinnon, you look at Mr. Beast, they have little key points that do keep people watching to the end. I know those are bigger YouTubers, but even with smaller YouTubers that you watch, why are you interested in them? Why do you watch that full video? Is because there's the whole storytelling behind it is really good. What keeps you watching? So hopefully that helped, Emma. I'm so sorry that cut out for, now I'm spitting. I'm so sorry that cut out. I apologize. I have no idea what happened there, everybody, but thank you for popping back on. I appreciate it. So yes, let's go back to the questions. Hi, hey, how's it going? I love you so much. Oh, great. Thank you so much. With the new link, it works. Oh, yay. Hi, how to shoot video in front of parents. Ooh, that's a hard one. I've never had that experience, so I can't really tell you. But if there was like a person like for me, it would be my husband. If he was sitting there, I'd be a little nervous. So I think that's where you need to get comfortable and you just need to practice a little bit. Pretend that you're talking to the camera, maybe. Just let them know that, hey, I'm going to be practicing my vlogging or whatever you're doing, and just go out throughout the day and like have your camera around. You don't necessarily have to vlog, right? So just like practice and take baby steps. Gradually it'll start to get natural and feel comfortable. And even for them, it's maybe a little uncomfortable because they're not sure what to do either in the background. So just maybe give them something to do. Like say, oh, if you're uncomfortable, maybe I'll go over here and you can do that over there, whatever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Maybe that would help. Your tips tell me so much. Oh, that's great. Oh, there's 20 people back on. Well, hello to you all. 19. Can you make sure you like and subscribe to this video? I really appreciate it. That lets me know if you're enjoying the lives, even though if they cut out, we can still have fun, right? It's not laggy. That's great. Awesome, Emma. What are some tips to get your channel out there? So when you get started, your channel is just like ground zero, right? I shouldn't say that. Your channel is zero. It's at nothing, and you have nobody coming in, right? So what I would say would be to start putting out more content so that you can get, more eyes on your channel. Make sure you're optimizing your videos really well. So like tagging keywords is important as a small creator. And I have lots of videos on my playlist specifically on TubeBuddy, which has helped me get my videos noticed. You're finding little like areas where you want to find your audience. And then as your audience builds, then that starts to push your videos out more. YouTube sees that there's more people traveling to your channel and they're staying on your channel. So that's where I would say you need to start putting out more content first. And if you are putting out lots of content and you're still not getting your channel noticed, I would start doing collaborations. I would start to actually like connect with other people within, the comment section of other videos and just get to know them. Don't be like sub for sub, because that's bad. We don't do that, and YouTube will ban you if you decide to do that. So there are a few things that you can do that way. I would create like great content so that people actually start to notice you. That's how my videos started to get noticed, was because outside of just the algorithms, was other big creators were noticing that I was putting out great quality content, and I was starting to push it out in that sense. And that's why one step it took, that one step, if I was putting out really good content and taking time on my videos and working on the editing, improving the thumbnails, that's where my collaborations came into play. Because a lot of people want to see that your content is good quality and you're putting out good information. So that's kind of along the lines what I would do. Let's see. Hey, we got you looking nice. Oh, thank you. Yes, there's 25 of you on. Sometimes I get into the zone and I don't even notice what's going on over here. So that's awesome. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video, guys, and share it out and let your friends know. But yes, thank you. I decided to just go natural. I have acne and everything, so I'm just, going with it and being me. I was going to put on makeup and then I was like, no, I'll just be me. So yes, thank you for that. That's nice of you to say. Let's see. Hello, how's it going? What are your tips to get better click-through rate? So this is one that I do struggle with at times, because every topic is slightly different and that will affect your click-through rate. So I do find that my topics differ. So I talk about getting views or being confident in front of the camera or productivity. So all of those are just different topics, different areas. So I find it hard to like connect those all together, find the connection. But I just put up the videos that the thumbnails that I know that fit into my channel and I know more or less stand out. But what I can suggest to you is make sure it's bright. It's clear concept of what's going on in the video. I've been testing out. I'm doing some like A/B testing on my Legend, on the Legend version of TubeBuddy, you get A/B testing. What that is you test 2 thumbnails and see back and forwards which ones will do better. So I've been testing out on quite a few. I think of six thumbnails testing out right now to see which ones would do better. Because there's 6 thumbnails that are not doing good, and I just, for the life of me, I cannot get them to get pushed up a little bit further. And I think it's because the topics themselves are so maybe overcrowded in a sense, and I'm trying to fight my way. So how do I stand out? And I'm trying to think of different ways to stand out. So what I'm doing is I'm changing it from words to just pictures and then letting the title do the talking. I'm going to see if that works. But what's mostly usually what happens is if you let the thumbnail just be simple and have basic graphics in it, not too many words. You can include words, but try not to include a ton, because when people are scrolling on their phone, they're not going to read the words on the thumbnail. They're going to see the pictures. It's going to grab their attention. And then the title is what's the connection, right? So you have to be this is a skill. You have to be able to create a thumbnail and a title that works so well together that it just grabs them in. So for example, Mr. Beast had a thumbnail with a circle. He was pointing to a circle, and that literally grabbed millions of people's attention, right? I don't know his click-through rate or anything like that. It's probably interesting for each video, but it's good to note that he has done simple and he's let the title do the talking, right? So the thumbnail is to grab the person's attention with a graphic or exciting or something that's going on, and then the title is what's going to connect them both, right? So that's storytelling within the thumbnail and the title. So that's how you do both of those together, right? So that's the long version of how to get click-through rate better. I think you just have to analyze your industry and see why are they getting their clicks more so than me, right? I was saying you should review other small channels. People love those. Yes, actually. So I'm working on a membership course for the new year, and I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to be set aside for only so many people. So I'm working on that. It's taking a long time to script it all out because I want to make sure I give out a lot of detail and information. I'm also going to be doing like channel reviews this year. I'm working on where I want to do them because I will be charging for those because every now and again I might do a free like live small YouTuber review on my channel, but it takes a lot of time to review the channels. And I know that sounds crazy, but that would be taken away from if I was to do live reviews all the time on channels, I would be taking away from, editing or something like that. And I don't have another person to edit for me, right? So what I would do, like I love editing, so it doesn't matter to me, but it takes away from a different aspect. So that's where I'm going to be charging, and I'm trying to figure out where's the best spot to do that. And I've been looking at Patreon. I've been looking at other options, just like a small percentage of a small amount. It's not going to be astronomical. It will be a small amount just to cover like the time that I'm just going to be spending on taking away from doing other things. So I will be doing that. I'm pretty excited because I love that kind of thing. I look at other channels and I'm like, instantly, I know what's going on. I've been doing some one-on-one practice. I've been doing last year. There was a few times where I did one-on-one meeting sessions with people just to like give them a deep dive into what they need to do next. But I found that gives them an initial, thing information, but it doesn't give them the long term. So that's where the membership course comes into play. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's see. How to shoot in front of your parents. I think I answered that question. That one's going to have to just, go back and just, let your parents know that you're going to be doing this and kind of sit in front of them. But I think Event answered that question. And yeah, editing and personality mainly and information in it. Thank you. Yes, editing, personality, those things really do always connect. So for example, Emma Chamberlain, her editor now has really done a really good job at connecting her personality. So those two things really tie well to go together. And I think that's why she gets millions of views, right? Abby, salute. Nice that you're here. Thank you. If you're just tuning in, make sure you like this video and let me know that you're liking this live so far because I'm going to be trying to do it once a week for the next few weeks just to kind of get you guys going for the new year, right? So I know I can go back and change my thumbnails, but if I were to go back to tweak the description and tags to optimize them, would the algorithm pick it up or only when you upload it initially? So there is a chance that the algorithm will start to pick it up. There are a few videos that I went back and just yesterday actually and done the tags a little bit better because I've been learning as I've gone. These are older videos. So the older videos that I didn't do a good job of tagging them. So I went back and I re-optimized them. I said, okay, this tag would work way better for this. And there have been a few videos that are ranking now, but there are a few that are not. And it depends on how big of a pool that I was in, right? So some of my videos aren't going to rank because I did them for my audience, right? So that's where you have to understand that not every video is going to rank if you're doing them for your audience, because sometimes they're so broad or so big that you're fighting through millions of views. But when you go back and you optimize the videos that are going to rank, then like there's an opportunity there that you were focusing in on search on that video. And now I need to just re-optimize them. That's where you can go back each year. And if the video is doing well, you can start re-optimizing them. Or if you want to do a refresher video, that's totally fine too. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so From It Up. Oh, cool name. Catherine, please help me with TubeBuddy and how to choose a title in terms of my average view count versus reference video chosen by TubeBuddy. Thank you. So average versus reference video. When it comes to that, you have to choose really low because obviously small YouTubers, we don't have a ton of views to our channel. We don't have an high average usually. And so you'll need to find something so small that it's going to start. It's hard. Finding a keyword or title is really hard as soon as you start YouTube, right? Because you don't have the views. My opinion, you need to start uploading videos that you enjoy, and then gradually start working on the finding videos that are going to be good in search. Initially, when you start out, you don't have anything, you have zero. So a lot of times when people start from zero, or you're a lifestyle YouTuber or whatever, you don't really have anything to go on. But if you're a business or a coach, you have something to go on. A lot of the times business and coaches start a YouTube channel and they have an idea of where they want to go. Like there's e-commerce, there's online, there's passive income, there's YouTube, there's social media. So a lot of the time you can find a little niche or zone within that. But when you're starting in your lifestyle channel, it's really hard to find a topic to pick, right? Because you have so many interests within lifestyle. So that's where I go back to saying, like, you need to look at like all the lifestyle YouTubers and what they have found to really help them. So you need to find a breakthrough video to really, like, every single time, let's break through this video that's going to do well. You're going to optimize it really well and find those keywords. And honestly, in the beginning, it's a little hard, but you just do your best. For me, I know in the beginning I had no clue how to get out of that zone, right? But I had to find topics that really interested me first. So I don't know if that helps, but I would do, if a video is very close. So like if it's fair and above, and you're getting it under 100,000 views searches per month or whatever, I think that's the searches per month. And it's the competition, the search volume is all good. And it's just a little off with the you versus ranked videos. I would still do it because you're so close, right? And it's just about getting your initial audience interested in it too, right? So watching from the Philippines. Hey, how's it going? You have a husband. You were very. Oh, you made me so happy that you said that. I'm 30. So yes. But I did get told at the store the other day that I have a baby face. So, which it's kind of going all over the place right now because I ate a lot of junk over Christmas. So excuse the face, but we're good. We'll just do what we can. That's great. How to build an audience in the beginning. So again, TubeBuddy, finding good keywords for YouTube search, because you're getting outside your circle. And as a small creator, it's really going to help you find that one or two. In the beginning, it's kind of slow, especially if you don't have a really high searched for or topic, right? So in the beginning, it's a little slow, but that's where you start connecting with other YouTubers and building your connections around that, right? So so TubeBuddy, building connections outside of YouTube on Facebook, Instagram, and other places. Don't do sub for sub, fair warning. And then just connecting within, watching other videos and getting to know your industry, connecting with people in the comments. Again, don't do sub for sub. So those are a few ways you can do that. 24 people, yes! Please hit that like button so that I can know I can do another video for you live for you. I'm gonna get a drink because ever since I got sick in March, my lips have been always dry. I'm sorry if that's what you noticed. Now you're going to notice it. So I was sick in March, and like ever since then, there's a few things that I just have always had really dry lips now. So it's really weird. And plus it's winter, so it doesn't help. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Hey, I'm late. Don't worry, you're here. Victoria Rose. Oh, I like that. I like that third name there. How to deal with insecurities or like worries that you're not growing fast enough. So when it comes to insecurities, I think you have to gradually work on that. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. For me to come on here right now with no makeup on, it's not unheard of, I guess. But a few months ago, I was probably like super nervous, and I would have said yes. I need my makeup. So it's definitely something you work on. Especially whenever it comes to being on YouTube, there's a lot of people that can be mean. So just that's a fair warning there too. But you just have to get used to it and start to gradually work on who you are, knowing who you are and being okay with that. And like the worries that you're not growing fast enough is you need to stop that, because if you're constantly focusing on you're not growing fast enough, you'll never be satisfied. So if you, for example, all of a sudden you get 100 subscribers and then you're like, yay. And then the next day you're like, well, I didn't get another 100 subscribers. That's something that's going to be constant. So you need to be okay with where you are at. And again, you need to be, it's all from person to person. Each person's unique, right? So you need to be able to say to yourself, I'm okay with that today. It's okay. It's not growing as fast as yesterday. Well, then what can I do to make it happen again? You can start working on building more content, pushing out more content, and being okay with where you're at. That's important. If you have 10 subscribers, being okay, you have to really train your mind when it comes to YouTube. So being okay with where you're at is super important. So that's the best I can give to you. Have you ever wanted to quit YouTube or had those bad days where you feel like you're not getting nowhere on YouTube? What's the advice for people who get the thinking of giving up? Oh gosh, yes. I think like everybody has that mindset sometimes, and it would be silly for me to say I didn't, because last year, 2020, was crazy for everybody. So everybody's been in the same boat. But when it comes to YouTube, there's a lot of people that took off, and then there's a lot of people that didn't, right? And I think it was just all about timing. And I think when it comes to YouTube, it's an up and downhill all the time. And even when I was in the midst of growing, I'm still struggling like mentally with understanding that it's not like I'm all about the data. I love the data. I love seeing when the views are coming. I love seeing where the subscribers are coming. But sometimes that mindset gets there's so much going on in there that you get entangled in that motion where you're like, okay, I need to stop. And I think that's where the chaos happens for me. When if there's so much chaos going on, so much going on in my head, I need to stop. So that's where I would get burnt out. And I think for giving up, I just had to say to myself, there's a bigger picture here. If I give up now, then I'm not going to be where Mr. Beast is in 10 years, right? So it's interesting. I actually analyzed a whole bunch of YouTubers, and I saw that the trend was that it took people 1 to 2 years to just start getting momentum. Mr. Beast, it took him a full year to get 1,000 subscribers. Then the next year, he was at, I think, 5,000 subscribers. So for 2 years to just get 5,000 subscribers, that can be mentally draining for people. But for him, it wasn't. It was in a way, but it wasn't. He pushed himself past that 5,000 subscriber mark, and now he's at 50 million. Can you even believe that? 50 million? So I think it's about you saying to yourself, no, I'm not going to give up. After 1 year, not even 2 years, because we've seen that from Mr. Beast. He only had 5,000 subscribers. We need to push past that 2-year mark and keep going. And I know a lot of the times it takes, at least 30 days. I think it's 30 days to actually start getting into the motion of things, and keep going past that is hard for a lot of people. Oh my gosh, there's 30 people on. Who's excited for that? Comment in the chat section. Yeah. If you're here and you're new here or whatever, please hit that like button. Let me know if you're liking this live. We had a little bit of a glitch earlier, but we're so excited that you're all here. Next question. Please tell me how to build an audience system because I can't get any of them. Yeah, like I said, you just need to branch out a little bit, start using TubeBuddy to find your keywords, and go binge watch all my playlists. Like, that's the key there. My playlists have tons and tons of free content for you all. And eventually, like I said, I'm building a membership course where that I would be able to mentor people and guide them each week, right? So, and this course would be paid each month, but that's in the future. I'm just letting you know that it's going to happen. I'm pretty pumped about it. I got the Perry Pack. Yes, I haven't heard that for a while. Happy New Year to you too. Fatty's World. Yeah, I like that. How do you balance mom life and YouTube? Well, that's a hard one. Right now, my husband's on like shift work, so he's actually looking after them while they're off, because they're off for because they're where we are, Ontario, is in lockdown again until like the 11th of January, and it could be longer than that. But basically, I do what I can. I look at my schedule and say, okay, well, if my husband's at work at this time, I work during that time. If my kids are asleep at this time, I work at that time. Like, I don't have a lot of free time right now. Last year, I had a little bit more free time because we were at school. But now I don't have a lot of free time. I'm really working consistently. I have like another channel that I have. So if you're not subscribed, it's simply Catherine. Go subscribe to that. We're almost at 100 subscribers on that channel. And that is where I'm going to share my business and entrepreneurial advice, business productivity, and all that jazz. And I'm starting something new. So I want to share the journey of my other side business that I'm going to be doing. I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just got so much going on. But I just look at my schedule and say what I can fit in. I'm kind of like that person. If I'm not writing down what I need to do today, like for example, today I wrote down Monday's to-do list. I have to edit a video for Wednesday, a collaboration, by the way, with a bunch of other great women in this industry. I have to create Instagram posts because that's something I've been slacking on. To send invoices to my clients, continue to outline course videos because I have scripting some course video stuff, and then go live. I have all that on my page and I stroke it off when it's done. I'll be able to scratch out, go live, right? So you need to do that. You need to have the things that you need to do for each day. If you can't get them done, then you push it to the next day, but you make sure that it gets done the next day. Because if you keep pushing, it's not going to get done, right? Most of the time, if I push it, my brain is like, I need to get that done. I'm just that kind of person. So I think you need to train your mind to balance things in a different way. It's more priorities. What is your priorities? What are your goals for 2021? Well, when we're talking about YouTube, I would love to hit like numbers-wise metrics. I'd say I would love to hit 10K subscribers, which you all are going to help me get there. I'm kidding. No, I'm pretty excited. 10K subscribers and yeah, 10K subscribers and just keep putting out really good content that people will be interested in and need. I'm excited to share like all the information that I have with you guys. There's quite a few videos that I have in my roster that I'm excited to do, and there's collaborations in the works, especially this one on Wednesday. I'm pretty excited about because there's like five other great growth strategists, female growth strategists within this industry. And you all know probably who they are, but I'm pretty excited about them. And you definitely need to tune in on Wednesday. The videos are going to be like sporadic. They're not going to be like all once because that's just too much information for everybody to take in. So we decided to do them, like spread them out a little bit and then even the next day. So it's kind of cool. We're excited. It's Wednesday, Thursday collaboration kind of deal. I just remembered that and then when it comes to goals, so 10K and just putting out really good content on this channel. But I also have a business venture that I want to start into. I have to grow my other channel that I really want to grow. And just like, I feel like I need to start working on that channel to kind of give me ideas of what I can put on this channel, right? So if I'm starting from scratch again, what would I do? Like it's me starting from scratch. So, and I'm excited to share my tips from that perspective as well, outside of just my YouTube growth. But on that channel, you should just definitely be there. So that's exciting. And I think I have a goal to earn $400 per month because right now I'm earning literally nothing because my business kind of went sideways. Because I was a wedding videographer and at the beginning of the last year, and it just kind of like stopped. I think I did one wedding last year and I had one wedding cancel, and then all the rest of them rescheduled. So it was a really big hard hit last year for my business money wise. And so I'm just trying to figure out how to like just have $400 passive income each month. And that's something that I'm going to be working on. And I'm pretty excited about it. So those are some of the like general goals, I guess. And then the rest of them, I'm going to be sharing in my other channel. So I just remembered that our other channel's first video was today, exactly 1 year ago. This is our first video, January 4th, 2020. Oh, okay, cool. Hi, Catherine. Loving your videos so much. They're getting better and better. Inspiring me every day. That's great. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And I know a lot of you have been here for a while. Please put in the chat section, like, where did you find me? Who did you find me through? Was it Annie? Was it YouTube search? Was it browse? Was it another collaboration? Put in the chat section and let me know, because it's interesting to figure out where people have actually found you, because YouTube tells me the broad spectrum of things, but there's sometimes you just don't get where that individual came from. So it's kind of cool. But let me know. Let me know. I was Mr. Beast 50 million sub. No. You should message him on Twitter if that's the case. That'd be so cool. I'm sure he would do something awesome. I can do it for, okay. I'm just having issues with my YouTube. So what do you mean issues? Let me know in the chat. The lives are fun. Oh, that's great. Good to know. Thanks so much for being here. I'm a lurker, but I'm enjoying it. What does lurker mean? What does that mean, growing up walls? I'm a lurker? Oh, no. I smash the thumbs up button. Yay, do that. Smash the thumbs up if you're just tuning in. 142 subs now. So much more, right? Oh, that's great. That's awesome. You have grown a fair bit. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Everybody's popping on. Hey, how's it going? Okay. YouTube, your chat is not very good with letting me going down. Oh gosh. I lost track of where I was. Did you know? Okay, so here. Two different lives right now. I don't know what the other. I'm hoping the other live is off because like I can't. I'm not on there. I'm not doing it. It cut out on me for some reason, so I'm not sure what's going on. How are you? I'm doing great. If it's there's two lives going on, that's great. Awesome. Google search for video topic. Oh, that's exciting. Google search. That I have a few videos that are on Google search. That's great. I think you should sleep now. It's good night. Oh, good night. My first 100 subs took forever, but after that, it's going pretty fast. I got 42 subs in 3 days. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's awesome. Tilly May Productions. Did you know about the new feature in the Creator Studio where you can see the points where people are dropping off in your video, dips, the continuous intros? I'm just about to make a video on it. Yes. I actually was going to do a few videos on that in the coming weeks because, that's interesting to me and I love that kind of data. But yeah, it's kind of cool. That tells you exactly where your audience is dropping off and what you need to work on for your future videos. So yeah. Quick question. Is it true the more videos you upload, the more chance YouTube will see you? I understand about the content. Yes and no. You may get suggested more, but you're giving. So whenever you put up a whole ton of videos, so if daily vloggers, they'll have a whole ton of videos go up, and that's great. So, but what that does, it doesn't give YouTube enough time to push it out on the browse page. So if you're putting out a lot of videos, you're not giving YouTube enough time, at least 24 to 48 hours to let other people like click on it and see how that goes. Whenever you're putting videos up every day, YouTube's having to put up the new video on the browse page, and the previous videos don't get it really enough chance to get up on the browse page. So when you're doing daily vlogging or uploading continuously, that's fine. That's great. The other thing about that is that your viewers don't have enough time to watch all of your content at once. So they may not watch every single video for that week, right? So yes and no. It's good for other ways. If you're putting out more content, you're pushing out more to see what you can do for your channel. That's the first thing. Another thing is that higher chances of being suggested. Whenever you're putting out more content, it would be higher chance of being suggested next to another YouTuber or at the end of an end screen, like after the video's over, there would be a suggestion and your video maybe pop up if it's related and you tagged it really well. So it's yes and no, it's good. Gamers focus on this one, this suggested algorithm more. So yeah. Long time no see. Yes. I think you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Catherine. Since my average video per video is around 700 views, and the reference video for the YouTube buddy is 5 to 10K, would you still go for it? Honestly, yes. Like I know it's super hard to find that one topic that's so narrow that you can get it lower and have everything perfect. I usually say yes to that, and I know like it's better if you get it lower. So if you can get it lower, then yes, but if not, I would say yes. Just go for it. How to use TubeBuddy? Because I don't know exactly the details of it, so I would suggest yes. How to use TubeBuddy for increasing views? You can watch my playlist on TubeBuddy because that will give you all the information. And then whenever you get into that and you want to go into deeper, there is a link in my descriptions on all the information on that, and it is an affiliate link, so you can choose to purchase through me if you do decide to go with it. On Google search, what do you? Sorry, I'm not understanding the question. Anyone monetized noticed their CPM crash in January expected, but crazy to see the numbers. Yeah, I would say it's because of, December, they've pushed out so much money to the marketing, like marketing just have like a bunch of money set aside for the whole year. And initially in the beginning of the year, they don't push out too much because there's nothing, like people are done purchasing stuff for the year. And December is like the biggest point. So yes, initially it's probably going to drop a little bit, but it should start to work its way up gradually throughout the year. That's where you don't rely on your monetization. You start working on affiliate marketing, right? So how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, and Happy New Year to you too. Could you maybe make a step-by-step video on how to use TubeBuddy, the free version and the premium? So with the free version, there's really not much to talk about because you only get so many searches and you don't get a lot of other extras that you need to actually find if it's really searched for. So I can't really go into much detail on the free version because it's free and there's only so many options that you get, which in my opinion is great to start out into. But as you go, as you want to take this niche to the next level, you need to like look at the next step up, which I always recommend the pro version. And it's not a huge amount of money each month, which is really good. You get all the basics that you need. So with free version, I don't even know what I don't know how long it would be, only like 30 seconds of talking about it. And then I'd be done because it gives you basics. It doesn't give you all the information. And obviously they do it because they need to make some money from it. It is a free tool for so much of it. But then the pro version is really good because it gives you the extra options, like the extra sections. So it talks about the view versus rank. You get the fair versions. You get all unlimited like searches. It also gives you other options as well for keywords and all that. So I always recommend it. It's highly recommended. But I have a few videos on like step aside. I actually have an ultimate guide on TubeBuddy. So if you go to my YouTube TubeBuddy playlist, you can check that out and it's there. So yeah, that's actually one of the videos that the click-through rate is really low on, and I can't seem to get it up no matter what. That's one of the view on all of those videos, TubeBuddy videos. I find that nobody will click on them because it has the TubeBuddy icon in it. And so I've taken the TubeBuddy icon away on one of them to see if that is the factor. Because honestly, I don't know. It's just now where people are not clicking on it, right? And so I'm still working on figuring things out with that specific one. And I've looked and researched my industry in that topic so much. I'm like, it's there. So it's there on my playlist. You can go check it out. What video editor do you use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. That is not a free editor. Obviously, you pay into that. There are a few. There's Filmora that you pay into as well. And then there's DaVinci Resolve, which is a free editor. You only get so much with that. So I recommend Adobe just because I really enjoy it, but I have used it for 5 years now. Yeah, Jim is really a hardworking mate. Okay, good. Yeah, he is. I've been working hard each day. My problem was that I wasn't consistent. Is that what you try to say? Yes, kids too. That's important. No matter what big YouTuber you talk to, they'll always say consistency and to not give up. Those are the 3 factors that are going to keep you going. Yay, 30 people. Oh, there was 30 people. Make sure you like this video. Let everybody know I'm here. Editor for PC or Android? That would be for PC. Everybody's like, woo, it's 30 people. I know it's awesome to see whenever like, oh, 28 likes and 28 people. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love when it's like, it's equal. 30, can we get it up to 30? How important do you think thumbnails are? Very important, because it's the one aspect that people initially look at. So if they're on the browse page and they're scrolling down and it doesn't catch their attention, they're not going to click on it, right? So that's where you need to work on your thumbnails. 90%. I'm not sure what that means. Hi everyone, how's it going? It's so important. What's the channel called? And I didn't know you had kids. So I think you're asking what my other channel is. It's called Simply Catherine. It's actually on my channel, on my homepage. You can go to the featured channels and it's right there, Simply Catherine. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on there. And what I didn't know. Yes, I have kids as well. I am full of surprises today. Apparently, right? Do you review channels? I will be reviewing channels this coming year. I'm trying to figure out if I should do it through Patreon or something else. I haven't got the option to do channel membership yet because we're still not monetized on this channel, which I'm very close to. I'm 1,000 hours away. So it's not like it's not going to happen soon, but I'm not sure if I want to do it through channel membership, or Patreon, because I like how Patreon's set up, but I don't know what the back end of the channel membership looks like. So we'll see how that goes. And if I do decide to do it, I will announce it on a live, because I know a lot of people that come on my lives really want a channel review, which I'm really excited to do, because I will totally do them, because I'm obsessed with channels and reviewing them. So yes, we're going So goodness. Okay. Do you think it's fine if I have three niches? I mainly do reaction music and lifestyle videos, but I'm scared that I'm all over the map. Yeah, I think you're a little all over the map there. You should pick like music is very broad, right? Lifestyle is very broad as well. Like your niche needs to be something within music, right? So if you're talking about if you're playing the guitar in music, you should talk about that specific guitar or top 10 songs for your year or like like you need to niche down within something. So I think you've three niches there. You've three broad niches there. So you need to narrow them down a little bit more. That doesn't say that you can't incorporate them together. Like music, you can react to other songs that are out there. You can incorporate them into that. Or like lifestyle, you can incorporate your day in your life as a musician, right? So it doesn't mean you can't incorporate them, but music should be the forefront. And then if that's what you want. And then the next step is figuring out what you'd want to talk specifically within music. Like, is it how to find the right guitar pick, or is it how to find the best sound system for like the room that you're in? Yeah. Hopefully that helped. Hey, Fun with Sierra. I just got into your chat. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a repeating thing going on there. Nikki, I do the exact same thing, Dan. I'm so nervous that I have too many niches. Yeah, niches is one thing that people struggle with, and I think in my membership course, I'm going to be diving into that a lot more. And if you're part in the future, if you're in part of this membership course, I will be diving into it and I'm giving you advice on what direction you should go and how to help you guide you and figure out where you should go next and what you should do, right? Because I understand it a whole lot better now. Just from this past year, reviewing people and channels and looking at big YouTubers, I know it a lot better. So that's something that I'm thinking of doing when I actually go into doing my membership course. I'm pretty excited. I know I'm talking about a lot about my course and I don't even have it yet, but once it comes out, you're going to want to be a part of it. Like, and it's only going to be for so many people because I want to test it out, obviously, first and see how it goes. I'm pretty excited. That's all I can say. Okay. Yes, to kids too. Simply Catherine. Yes, go subscribe to my other channel, Simply Catherine, because I'm going to be starting another business adventure. I'm pretty excited. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, aside from my membership course and my this channel initially. Yeah, I tested some things out on that channel, and I didn't like the vibe of it. I didn't want to be a lifestyle YouTuber, but I was testing it out to see if I did, and I didn't enjoy it. So now I'm refocusing, and I know exactly where I want to go for this year. It's going to be technology, productivity, and just like within, entrepreneurship. So productivity, being a business owner and being productive. Like I'm going to be talking about that. The tech that I use being a business owner and what I need to do to get to this next point. So stuff like that. See what I mean? Like I have incorporated those two things into like being a business owner. So yeah. Good luck. Thanks. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Dube. Oh, you found me through Annie as well. Sierra, that's awesome. Found you when you look in your source. Oh, yes. My shorts tutorial. I've had a lot of new people come through my shorts tutorial. I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out here because we're a great channel and community. We all get together and get along so well. Browse feature. Oh, that's cool. I like those browse features. From callers and from the recommended. Okay, cool. Collabs and from the recommended. Cool. Found you through Annie Okay, awesome. I found you through Annie Dube. Yay, Annie. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Lurker, hanging out and not saying hi. To lurk. I was like, lurker. No worries. Growing Walls, I'm so glad you're here. And it's good that you're talking, you're commenting and connecting with me because I like when people step out of their comfort zone and just talk to me about it, what they're thinking and what questions they have and everything. So looking at this light, I'm liking the light setup. So I wanted to talk about my studio a little bit. I'm going to get back to the questions and everything. I wanted to get back to my studio. So the studio, I have very plain background right now. But I want to do something like I have created some cool posters that I really would love to put up, but I'm not sure if I want to put them up. So my question is, my posters, should I put posters up in the background, like pictures? Should I have some bookshelves here for both sides to balance it out? Should I have a plant? What do you want? What would you think? Like, should I get some like decals for the background? I'm not sure because I can get like stick-on decals for the background. I just looked on Etsy and it's pretty cool. And like it'll just take the background up a notch. I just don't know. So I want to ask you what I should put in the background, and you can, tag me on Instagram if there's like different Pinterest ideas that you think would be cool. Yeah, I'm just open to options, and I will be doing a tour, half finished tour because I can't, it's going to be a long time before I'm fully finished this room because I only have so much money that we put into it, and I gradually start working on it more and more. So we painted the fireplace. Yes, there's a fireplace in my studio. I have 2 lights here, so I will be doing a tour on my Simply Catherine. So make sure you're subscribed. Let's get back to this. Let's see. Catherine, do you use a vision board for your goals? If so, what book or technique do you use? Thank you so much. You're awesome. Oh, you're so sweet. So I don't use a vision board just because I find it's so broad, and it's great to have your pictures visually. I've tried it in the past, and it's just if something like sometimes your year doesn't always turn out the way it wants to be. Like last year, I had all these vision boards and stuff, and I'm like, it totally changed. So I decided not to do that this year. We'll see how it goes. But I wrote down my goals like that. It's so important to write down your goals in your page and on a book. I have a book here somewhere that I keep all my goals in, and then I scratch them off whenever I've done that goal, and then I make new goals for the year if I've crossed out all the goals. So last year, the only thing that I didn't achieve was monetization, but we're so close. And I think even if you don't achieve it, it's fine. But as long as it's like attainable. And yeah, so I think the only thing that I need to work on this year is monetization side of things. I was working on it a lot last year, and I think it's because I did a lot of shorter videos. And there's a few people that I know that monetized, and they did a lot longer videos, and so their videos helped push them over the monetization. And a lot of my videos are short. So I found that I was getting a ton of views on videos, but they're so short that people were only I have some videos that are 4 minutes, the ProTuber series, which is a huge series that's pushing my views up. But the watch time is so low, right? Because not the watch time. Yeah, the watch time is so low because there's only so much that they watch like 60% of it, but that's only like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, right? So it's taking a lot of work to get over to that mark. But we're at 3K watch hours. I think in the next month and a half, 2 months, I'll be there. If a video takes off or something, it'll be quicker, right? So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Just made it to, and I was also thinking of in the future, like how I can help people with their goals and stuff. So in the membership course that I'll do, I'll probably work on that a lot too. Makeup and Lisa Makeup, I think that's how you say it. Just made it to 428 subs too. My goal is to hit 1K this year. It's going to happen. You believe it's going to happen. I found you through Annie. That's awesome. I got an email from YouTube, but the videos, oh, that's awesome. Cool. Fatty's World, I just made a new Insta for my channel, so you can tell me the basics for being a creator on Instagram too. Cool. We're going to get there. I do have a collaboration with Katie Steckley. Hers is talking about Instagram in a whole. I can talk about more so how to incorporate the Instagram, and YouTube, those two things together, and how you can grow through that. Because I've been studying Instagram for the past couple of weeks when I took off, and I've been watching some TikToks on some Instagram like gurus, I guess, but I've been doing my own research aside from them and just seeing what Instagram has put out, what you need to push your videos or your page out. I'm always talking videos because I'm obsessed with YouTube. So yeah, I will do some stuff on that too. Good morning. Good morning to you. I get a little overwhelmed when a specific YouTuber posts so much. Yeah, so I think when it comes to posting a lot, that's the problem. Like we don't have the time to actually watch all the videos. I was doing a lot of content last year, and I think that overwhelmed a few of my viewers because they just couldn't get to every single video. But I was just so excited. I wanted to post all my videos to everybody. So I think that was my problem last year. I just got so excited. So now I've kind of worked it out that it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just kind of break the week up a little bit. It's still 3 videos a week, but it's, keeping consistent. Let's see what else we got here. How do you indeed really learn? Okay, I'm good. I'm on YouTube just because to prove probably wrong. I can get well, in a sense, I would not have that as a goal. I think proving someone like you can prove someone that you can do it and that you will make it, but have a more positive mindset. So I would change it. I'm going to show the world that I can do this. That is something that I'm going to do, and it does drive you. You just got to make sure you don't fester and make that something that you're obsessed with, right? So when it comes to goals, make it a little broader from that. I think because that's going to make you fester and get angry at people, which is not good for your mental health either. So, are you monetized? No, I'm not, but we shall be this year. I'm determined. She's not monetized yet, but let her monetize 2021. Woo, I'm gonna stop now. Yeah, we're gonna get monetized this year, and I'm so pumped because I'm so close. And I've not stopped working on my channel for the past 7 months. And you know what? I'm pretty pleased with how much work I put into it. And there were times where I was like, "Oh, is this the right thing to do?" Yeah, you still have doubts when your channel is growing, but I did it and I stuck through, guys. We did it. We're doing it. Legend option with TubeBuddy, I'm loving it. Yeah, it's so good, right? You get so much with it. There's the A/B testing. There's the click magnet. I know it's a little bit more money, but if your channel is starting to get some momentum, you really need that extra tools just to give you some more data, but also to help you figure out what thumbnails to do well. So much, it's so good. I'm going to try talking less in my videos. Can recommend where to get a variety of music from. You can get them from, there's a few places that you have to pay into that I will recommend. So there's Artlist is the one that I get it from. And I think I have links in my description for that. You can check that out. I don't think I get money for that. I just get like something, I don't know what I get. It's something, it's a link. And then there's Epidemic Sound that a lot of YouTubers use, but I find there's like, I don't know, their rules and such is a little weird. I also have through Artlist the sound effects pack where you can get like little like clicks, button clicks and stuff. And I think you can get free verse stuff on like YouTube. There's like a vlog music channel that you can download, but you also have to make sure you mention their name. And that doesn't, like in the future, they may decide they want to copyright it. So then all your videos are copyrighted, right? So with that kind of stuff, you have to be careful. And then YouTube in the back end actually has like a whole song list for you. So you can use those. They're very basic and beginner stuff. So let me see. There's also thematic. The DIY Studio just said thematic. Lily in the Kitchen, how do you find who to collab with? How do you reach out to them? So when it comes to collaborations, I think you need to have a good, consistent channel, first of all. You can't go out and just reach. That's the reason why a lot of people decided to go with me, like collaborate with me. Like there's some big YouTubers that I've collaborated with. And then the number one reason is because they said that I was consistent and I put out good content. So that's the first thing. When I collaborated, reached out to Annie or I reached out to Katie or Morgan, the reason why is because they saw that I was posting consistently. And yeah, so that's what you need to do. You need to have that first and just reach out to them and say, I think that our audiences would benefit from each other. You've got great knowledge in this area, and I know my audience would really appreciate the content. So that's how I kind of do it. But everybody's different. You have to reach out in a different way. Like a lifestyle YouTuber may not say that, right? Who edits with a phone editor? Like, okay, I don't. Hi, I love your content. How long did it take for you to get 1,000 subscribers? So I've been on YouTube for 4 years. I was at last year in May, I think, no, it was March, April. I was at 700, I think, subscribers. And then in July, I was building it up between then. So between July, I think it was at 700 and something subscribers in June. And I went and did a collaboration and it pushed me over to 1,000. So it took me, once I started, about 3 months to get to 1,000 subscribers, from 650 to 1,000. So um, that's consistent content and putting out good information. So and then right now, like last month, I got 100 subscribers a week. So that was crazy. Kind of went back and binge watched your channel, and you talked about live streams helping you grow. I make a DIY lifestyle and fashion videos. How can I incorporate one of my niches into a live? So you can do like, so you do DIY. You could do a DIY live. Like that's a pretty cool title. DIY live. You could do a simple DIY live. Or you could do, if you're, for example, I don't know exactly what your channel's about, but if you have a cabinet or something and you're doing it all up again, you could do it live on camera and you're painting it up and you're answering questions. People love to watch that. Like or you don't even have to answer questions. You're just say, I'm going to go live here. I'm going to be doing this today. You can watch me just sand this down and repaint it. It doesn't have to be long either. Or you could do like a questions, within those specific niches. Like people have questions all the time about fashion, right? You could do a try on haul live, right? There's different things that you can do. I think you just need to, the first thing when it comes to lives is be comfortable knowing that it's not going to be a perfect video. Like you just have to be comfortable knowing that. Like today, for example, my video cut out and I had to start a new live, right? So I think that's the key. Hi, everyone. I'm a small YouTuber as well. Hello. How old are you? I'm 30. Can you tell with the bags under my eyes? I'm tired. I do work a lot. Aside, because I have my family, I have the house to take care of. I'm constantly cleaning, and I have the business side of things in my YouTube channel. So, yeah. I think I'll start doing public interviews. Oh, go for it. That sounds like a fun time. I have 3 niches: DIY, fashion, and lifestyle. Yeah, sometimes like all of those are sort of connected, but you need to narrow it down to one of those. I think that's a lot of that's 3 different niches within one channel, right? For example, a channel that I was following a while ago, and she talks about macaroons. That's all she talks. That's really narrow. So I wouldn't necessarily say go that narrow, but her channel is about macaroons, and she talks about like how, like all the details of how to make them and all that goes into macaroons. I think she's doing reactions now. Anyways, baking. So within baking, what can you do? How can you narrow it down more? Like, do you want to talk about how to make a cake? Or do you want to talk about do you want to talk about handmade cakes and maybe cupcakes? Or do you want to talk about icing? Like it doesn't have to be so small, I guess, but just narrowing it down to the next step really will take that channel to the next level, because people then know that this is the channel that I want to focus in on. Like Tabitha Gingerich, she talks about curly hair, but then she also talks about the products. She talks about, perfume every now and again. She talks about skincare as well, but she'll talk about curly hair, and that's her video that she will go back to and she'll focus in on. She knows that drives traffic to her channel. Good advice. Thank you. Please take a moment and take a look at my channel. And if you like it, consider subscribing. Honestly, I don't necessarily go to channels that say that. So if you say that and you get people to subscribe, that's great. I just have a good connection with people, and people will gradually come over to your channel. So, would you ever shave your head to do something bold and different? That's such a random question, but I love it. No, because you wouldn't want to see me bald. I would look so strange. I like my hair. I know it's crazy at times. It probably does need a good cut, but it has gotten a lot thinner since I got sick in March, and I think that's a side effect. So, yeah. Let's see. How's your day? It's going great. Now that I'm talking to you all. Hey, finally caught you on a live. I'm usually really busy when you go live. Yeah, sorry. So it's hard for me to go live when everybody's on at the same time, but it's kind of cool if you can hop on and say hi. That's great. Thanks for popping in. And you know what? Hit that like button and subscribe if you're liking these videos. And if you know a friend that might need help with their YouTube channel this year, share this video out or share my channel out just to let them know that I'm here. And there's lots of content that you can binge watch on. There's my TubeBuddy playlist. There's Get Views and Subscribers, which is a great playlist full of packed information. There's my basic tips on YouTube. So there's lots of information on there. So you definitely go check those all out. Hi, I'm a new YouTuber and mom. I used to be event planner. I'm starting a new business. I want to share my experience and past advice. My audience, mompreneurs and other new entrepreneurs. You've got your industry that we focus on. That's awesome. Cool. Good for you. Hello. How's it going? Mine is Mike's information. Get there. Of course. I have 3 niches: DIY, fashion, and lifestyle. Is that too much? Should I narrow it down? If yes, because I really enjoy all niches I do. I think I answered that even before you asked that question. I definitely think you should narrow it down just a little bit. Like you can incorporate those things into a niche. Like for example, I explained earlier, someone could focus in on music, but they can also incorporate, the other 2 aspects that they want to talk about. So for you, it's DIY, fashion, and lifestyle. I would say, pick one of them that you really want to go into, and then you can also incorporate the other things into that. Like DIY, you can do a DIY fashion show or something like that. Or I don't know how that would work, but it'd be kind of cool. Because they're like, those are umbrellas. Like DIY, that's your umbrella, right? That's the big point at the top of the pyramid, right? So DIY is at the top. Then how can you narrow it down just one more step? DIY with what? With who? Is it for DIY for specifically, new homeowners, or DIY for new moms, single moms? Like what, narrow it down just one more step so you can find a more a focus audience. I noticed in this game drive ahead, there are YouTubers that make drive ahead content, and they get featured in a video section called Community Hub. Oh, cool. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, there's sometimes you can get featured, which is cool. How do you find a brand's email to contact them for a sponsorship? I've been looking for a brand's email and I can't find it for some reason. It depends on the brand. Not every brand will put out their emails because they'll get tons of emails from influencers every single day. My go-to would be go to their Instagram page and DM them and just ask them if there's any opportunities for a brand collaboration or sponsorship. And then if there's nothing from that, then I would go to Twitter and see if they're on Twitter or LinkedIn. And if those 2 don't work, then you can just do your best. If other people have collaborated with them, you could reach out to them and ask them if they have a specific email they could reach, right? So maybe that would help. Okay, we're going to stay on for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll pop off because I have still a lot of work to do, and my kids are upstairs being quiet, but, it's long enough for them with doing not too much. Well, I guess they're playing, so. Any advice on finding my audience? Yes, get TubeBuddy. Understand how to find, topics that are really key for your channel. And then that's one major one. And then also start, branching out outside of YouTube, getting your Instagram up to push followers to your YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, I know a lot of people are on TikTok and they've been doing really well by driving traffic over to their channel. Different ways you can do it. Yeah. There's also my playlist with tons of information. Definitely check that out. Any advice on, shorts are really helpful for growing. Yes. So some people are doing really well with shorts and others are not. And that's because each industry is different. Not everybody's going to focus in on shorts because it doesn't maybe relate to connect with their audience, right? I had a few people say that it's not working on my channel and it's because their audience wasn't enjoying it. So I like the idea of clean white bookcases on each side that you will fill out differently depending on season topic. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking like maybe getting 2 big like shelves or bookcases here and then having like a picture in the center or a couple pictures in the center and kind of balancing it. And I do want some plants in here. So I want a nice green lush plant maybe here or over there. I have a hanging hook right up there, which I'm not going to give you all the information of what my room's like. And I'm thinking of doing like some plants on that. But yes, I'm thinking of, that's sort of like what I'm thinking, like balance it. I like the idea of clean white bookcase. Okay. I think it should have like a peaceful look, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do. I think the created banner or posters that I've created would look really nice back here and just make it stand out. This is like a light gray. I didn't want to go too dark and I didn't want to go too light because you don't want it just to be like super white. That's what my fireplace is like. DMs, yep, 34 likes. We're at 39 likes right now. So if you're just popping on, make sure you like this video. What are your New Year's resolutions? I don't do resolutions because, last year it kind of took a hit. And the year before it didn't go too well either. So I decided not to do resolutions. But goals, that's the only things that I'm focusing on. I guess that's sort of the same thing. I know there's a slight difference, but I think one thing when I have goals, I just have keep putting out the best content, not give up. Like that's the biggest one, to not give up. Because you can, right? PlayStation 5 is not working. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Happy New Year. Same to you. I believe you can get monetized. I will get monetized. I am so determined to get monetized, and it's going to happen. Never videos on YouTube. Okay, I'm not sure what the question is. For all your ideas, you're welcome. I agree. You will get there so soon. I'm very determined, guys. Visit your channel. It's awesome. Thank you. Any tips, Catherine, for getting more watch time? I'm getting some watch time, but it's ticking up very slowly. Think this might be down to my view count. Not sure. My any advice. So views and retention and watch time. Views, you get views. That's great. That doesn't correlate to more watch time. So what does correlate to is your retention. So if you have longer videos, say you have a 10-minute video and people are watching 50% of that, they're watching 5 minutes of your video, right? Majority of the people that are watching are averaging out around 5 minutes. That's going to push your watch hours up for each video. It's also going to be good for like signaling to YouTube that, the video is doing really well. So if you get 10 views and you got 5 minutes, like you've done a 10-minute video and you got 5 minutes, that's, what does that work out to, right? So I think you need to try and get the content. The first thing I would do is get good valuable content, the content that people enjoy on your channel. Then I would make longer videos. And then what I would do is try and keep the retention high. So those are the things that can get your watch time up. Are there any more giveaways coming up in the new year? Potentially, not for a couple months, maybe, just because I did a ton in December and that was just like a lot of work. I know it's just giving away things, but I want to do more like giveaways in a different way. We'll see how it goes. Will you be branching out into making videos and Insta growth tips this year? Because the YouTube stuff can be repetitive. Yeah, so this channel is about small YouTuber growth. So I'm trying to keep it that way. I will probably incorporate more into productivity and stuff like that, but that's what my other channel is going to be for. When it comes to being repetitive, it can get a little bit repetitive, but at the same time, everybody's still struggling, right? So I will be doing some stuff within how to drive traffic from other avenues and just other things like that. And I will be monetized soon, so that's other opportunities right there, right? So lots to work with. Any tips for persons with channels that don't do live streams or better yet channels that you don't show your face? I do have a few videos that I talk about that stuff on, but I would say make the content really interesting so that people stay watching. And then when it comes to the audio, that's a key and point. So make sure the audio is really good quality. You don't look 30. I thought you were in your 20s. Well, thank you. That's so sweet. You made my day. I think we're getting to the bottom. So, for example, should I narrow my device to sewing so that it will connect with fashion? Yeah, you can do that. If you enjoy other things within DIY, that's fine too. But your main focus would be to focus on a specific area, and then you can incorporate maybe fashion into it, right? Those two things work really well together. If you don't enjoy that, then don't do it. You need to figure another way. But yeah, DIY, you can all even if you're doing incorporating fashion, you can also do DIY of a shelf to hang the clothes on, and then you can do a little tour of that or something. I don't know, different ideas there. You can get creative. You just need to look at it and see how can you incorporate fashion into this. if that's what you really want to do, right? Okay, this isn't a question, but I really love your lives. It makes me feel like you're actually talking in person. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's awesome. So excited that you're enjoying it. Do you think Pilates workouts for my channel is narrowed down enough, or do I need to narrow down more? So whenever I look at the fitness areas, so there's fitness, but then there's Pilates, right? So you're focusing in on Pilates. But who do you focus it in for? Is it for young moms? Is it for teens? Is it for people with bad back injuries? Is it for? I know that's narrowing it down a little bit more, but that is the people that you need to help, right? There's a person within Pilates that you would need to focus in on. If it's everybody, you're appealing to the masses, and it's really hard to appeal to every single person within Pilates because there are a lot of people out there doing Pilates videos, right? So what you want to do is find like a wide, a little bit like narrow area within Pilates. And then for you, that's what I would focus on. Because Pilates is a big, broad niche still within fitness. And there are a lot of people fighting their way to the top. So I would narrow it down for a few videos and see if you can focus in on a certain person and see if you can help them. Maybe it's for young females who are traveling or something like that. I don't know. 41 likes. 43 likes. Wow. If you're new and you're watching this, make sure you hit that like button. We're getting close. Don't think I've ever hit 50 likes, but that's pretty exciting. Or 40 likes. That's pretty exciting. That's cool. Let me make it 42. Yeah, you did it. Would you do lives while doing a recipe as it's part of a niche? Yeah, people do it all the time. Like they do like live baking sessions or something. Yeah, cool. I'm legally blind, so maybe I should do Pilates videos for visually impaired or just keep making all my workouts suitable for everyone as well as visually impaired. Yeah, so what I would do is if you're visually impaired, then you have a niche, a very narrow niche. And now I know this sounds maybe like there's maybe not a lot of people like this, but there are a few people out there that really would need this. That's very narrow. So I would still include some videos. So those could be your videos to focus in on for targeted keywords. And what I would do is then start figuring out how you can help them in other ways. Maybe there's equipment that they can use or, different routines that they can do to maybe like change it up. And then if you want to appeal to someone else, you can do females. Like maybe you could do young females, just unique Pilates. If like if you're a male or female, you could do like, I can't see your picture. I'm sorry. I apologize. But if you're wherever, gender you're focusing in on, you could focus in on young females who are visually impaired. And that's really narrow, but then it keeps it open for like, the young female aspect. Just an example. So, but it's also motivational. To me, that's motivational that you are still going to do those kind of things and not giving up. Because there are a lot of people that would just sit there and say, well, I can't do this. I'm going to give up. So you could also work into motivational aspect of things within like wellness and healthy feeling, right? Voice recognition. Yeah, right. YouTube lives. Good night. It's literally late time. Okay. If I start living and only 5 people, start lives and only five or six people, do I wait for more people or do I just start? So whenever it comes to YouTube, it takes a little bit of time for them to push out your video, your live to the world. And so what I would recommend is you have things ready to go if there's not a ton of people like waiting and not coming on the live. So if you have 5 or 6 people and they come on, there's 5 or 6 people on there, right? You don't wait for people to come in. Sometimes I'll say, well, because I know there's a little bit more that may not get notified straight away. So what I'll say is, we're just going to give it another 10 seconds just to let YouTube do its thing. Usually that's what I say at the beginning because YouTube takes a while. So that's what I would do. Thank you so much, Emma. Okay, yes, Emma. I think you should just start working on like narrowing it within females and then Pilates, females for like something like along that lines. That keeps it open for you to focus in on females as well because there's a lot of females out there that do Pilates. And then also gives you a focus in on how to do it within like visually impaired, right? So you've got 2 avenues to work with and you can do like the tool that or the equipment that you need. And, like there's a lot of different things that you can do within that. And then you can work in motivational stuff too, because this is motivational to me. Like that's motivating to me to not give up. Okay, so I think we're almost done. I think there's going to be one more question here, and then I'm gonna leave because we've been on for an hour and 15 minutes, not including the other 15 minutes that I was on with the other one. So about half, an hour and a half, which is crazy. And if you're new here and you're just joining, make sure you hit that like button. But also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button because I have lots of cool videos coming your way. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Growth tips. Is this a pill you take or an exercise? Growth tips, is this a pill you take or an exercise? I don't know. I would say it's an exercise because you have to do it daily, right? That's what you're meaning? Hopefully it's not. Let me see. When you are collaborating with someone, is it a must to subscribe to them? There's a few that aren't subscribed to me, but they've collaborated with me. I don't think it's a big deal. Obviously they collaborated with you, so they enjoy your content, but not necessarily does everybody have to subscribe to you. I don't think that's important. So yeah, because not everybody that I follow on Instagram and follows me back, but I follow them because I enjoy their content. So I'm still going to, subscribe to the person that I collaborated with, but they don't have to do the same to me. I added a like because you seem really cool. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. All your tips are awesome. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you enjoyed this live today. Someone asked how I can write if I'm legally blind. Legally blind is a spectrum, and I still have some remaining sight to be able to zoom in. Yes. So, like, it's something that has happened to you, and you're able to still see a little bit. So you're able to do this kind of thing. I have a grandfather who is pretty much blind, like close to it. He had a really bad accident on the farm, and he also has glaucoma. So both those things have really deterred his eyes, like not deterred, but hurt his eyes in the sense that he's having a hard time seeing. And he is a lot older now, so all he can basically see is shadows. He can't actually see anything. And he's almost completely blind, but there are some people that have partial sight, right? So like there's different spectrums for sure. But yeah, that's what, like you still have an area to work with, right? On YouTube. Other people use voiceover things to help them. Technology is amazing these days. Anyone can use it without sight. Yes, it's true. Like there's a lot of voice activated stuff. So, all right, guys, I'm going to pop off. I hope everybody enjoyed this live. And if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the like button so that I know that you enjoyed this live and I can come back next Monday and do the same for you again. Oh, we hit 50 likes, guys. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. And if you have any questions, make sure you write them down and keep them ready for next week. There is a collaboration going up on Wednesday and Thursday. They're kind of like spread out because it's such a big group of people. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down and subscribe to this channel, and also go over to my Instagram and follow me. It's catherineperry.co, and that way you can tag me on anything exciting happening. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good one, guys. Bye.